You don't hate the world. You just feel safer when it's not looking at you. There's a strange quiet inside your home. Not just silence, but relief. No expectations, no unpredictable conversations, no subtle judgments hiding in people's eyes. Out there, everything feels like a performance you didn't rehearse for. But in here, you don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to be on. You don't even have to be understood. And slowly, without announcing it, home stops being a place you rest. It becomes a place you hide. Most people think this is laziness, or maybe social anxiety. But that's surface-level thinking. Because what's actually happening is far more precise and far more intelligent. Your brain isn't avoiding life. It's protecting something. There's a pattern here, a quiet one. You start declining invitations. You delay plans. You tell yourself, I'll go next time. But next time never feels different. And eventually the outside world starts to feel exaggerated, louder than it should be, heavier than it should be, more demanding than it actually is. Meanwhile, your inner world becomes sharper, more controlled, more predictable. And without realizing it, you begin choosing certainty over possibility, control over connection, familiar silence over unpredictable exposure. But here's the deeper question most people never ask. What exactly is your brain trying to protect you from? This isn't weakness, it's adaptation. At some point in your life, being out there cost you something. Maybe it was subtle, being misunderstood, feeling out of place, saying the wrong thing and replaying it for hours. Or maybe it was deeper, rejection, embarrassment, emotional exposure that didn't feel safe. And your brain did what it's designed to do. It learned, it studied the pattern, and it made a quiet decision. Next time, we minimize risk. This is what Carl Jung would call a form of withdrawal into the inner world. Not as avoidance, but as compensation. When the outer world feels unstable, the psyche turns inward to regain balance. And here's the part most people miss. Your home isn't just a physical space. It becomes a psychological boundary, a controlled environment where variables are limited, where nothing unexpected can reach you without permission, where your nervous system doesn't have to stay on guard. So staying home isn't laziness. It's a nervous system, choosing regulation over exposure. And in a strange way, it works. Because when you're home, something shifts. Your breathing slows. Your thoughts soften. Your body stops bracing for impact. There's no need to scan faces. No need to interpret tone. No need to prepare responses. You can just exist. And that feeling, it's not trivial, it's relief. But here's the quiet cost no one talks about. The more you stay in controlled environments, the more uncontrolled environments start to feel threatening. Your world doesn't shrink all at once. It contracts slowly, silently, like a room getting smaller 1 inch at a time. Until one day, even simple things will feel like too much. Not because they are, but because your brain hasn't practiced tolerating them. The Stoics had a concept for this. They believed comfort, when overprotected, becomes fragile. Not because comfort is bad, but because the mind begins to lose its tolerance for uncertainty. And uncertainty is where life actually happens. So what you're experiencing isn't just preference, it's conditioning, a loop. The more you stay in, the more your brain believes outside equals danger. And the more it believes that, the more staying in feels like the only logical choice. But here's the part that changes everything. You were never avoiding the world. You were avoiding a version of yourself you had to become inside it. The version that performs. The version that overthinks. The version that feels slightly out of place. So you chose the only place where that version doesn't exist. Home. But what if the problem isn't the outside world? And it's not you either? What if it's the identity you learn to wear when you step outside? Because identities can be unlearned. They're not permanent. They're patterns. And patterns can change quietly, but without forcing anything. So maybe you don't need to become more social. Maybe you don't need to push yourself into environments that feel overwhelming. Maybe the shift is smaller than that. You just need to realize this. The part of you that feels safe at home was never meant to stay hidden there. That version of you is not fragile. It's unpracticed, and there's a difference. So you don't have to rush out into the world. You don't have to prove anything. But you also don't have to keep shrinking your life to feel safe inside it. Because safety that costs you your world isn't really safety, it's containment. And you were never meant to live inside a cage that feels comfortable. So here's something to sit with. When you stay home, are you resting? Or are you protecting a version of yourself you no longer need to be? If this felt familiar, just comment home below. Not for anyone else, just as a quiet way of recognizing it in yourself.